from the AT. DogTag here, March 17th, St. Patty's Day. And we're Dr. Quinn and Optimus. And we're leaving Sequoia Gap, and we're actually headed south into the Knock. We decided to slack pack today. It's going to be my longest day, a little over 13 miles. We've been off for 2 days, but I thought it would be a great opportunity to get my legs back and do a slack pack, carrying a light pack and catching early sunrise. We're leaving around 7:30, and we got a 13-mile walk and head into the Knock, and we'll get dinner at the Knock and then go back to the hostel, and then tomorrow morning we'll be back here, and then we'll head down that way and up that mountain on the other side of the construction towards Fontana. So DogTag checking out, and we'll check in a little bit later when I get some views. All right, out of here. Well, getting up here out of Sequoia Gap. Interesting things you see in nature. Look at how that tree is just grown straight up that rock. It looks like it's still attached to it going up most of the way. So it's just really cool when you stop and take a look at some of the things that you see out here in nature. The sun is up, still behind a few clouds, but it is beautiful up here. If you look on the ground, you can see that had some more snow, just a dusting up here. They said that up in the Smokies yesterday it closed because of snow, so getting close to the Smokies. I'm a couple days away from it, and that's when I'll have to make my big decision as to, do I have enough time to go through the Smokies before I have to get picked up to come for my infusion, or do I somehow maybe bypass the Smokies and pick up on the other side and walk until I have to get off. I'll make that decision here in a couple days, but otherwise I'm out here. Let's see, day 20. Let's see, yesterday would have been day 29, so day 30 on the AT. So when my nephew Jeff sees this video, Jeff, you owe me $25 because you didn't think I'd last 30 days out here. So you need to go online and make my donation, $25, because I've made it 30 days. So we'll see you. I'm gonna get back on the trail, headed up. We're headed south, but we're knocking out a big section today, and then tomorrow we'll continue to head north. So tap it out for right now, and we'll see you later. Well, at the top of I'm not sure what this little mountain or knoll or whatever it is, but the climb out of Sequoia Gap, we were at the top, and beautiful up here, and snow on the ground. I think I'll turn the camera around and videotape a little bit walking with the light dusting of the snow, and sun's up, and hopefully it'll start warming up and I can get rid of the jacket and eventually get rid of this sweater. So we're gonna continue to head south to the Knock, tapping out. the sign? I don't know if you, I guess you can read it. Mount Possible. Just showing that, I guess, anything is possible out here. And come 1.6 miles this morning so far. And feeling pretty good. Had to tighten my knee band up just to protect me going down some of these lower slopes. But all is good. I'm going to keep moving, and the sun keeps bouncing out from those clouds. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Can't complain. So hope you're all having a great St. Patty's Day. All my brothers and sisters from Vegas Fire. I'm sure you're having the St. Patty's event down on Fremont Street. Even though I don't drink, have a drink on me. All right, we're going to continue on my trail. So, like I said, we still got probably at least a dozen miles to go. So, one step at a time. Talk to y'all later. Well, it's DogTag back on the trail, meeting a nice young lady. I don't know where she's from, but Miami, and she's out here doing a section hike. And this video is in honor of my daughter Sarah. Just letting you know. See, you could be out here too having some fun instead of maybe during spring break. So
it's life-changing.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Faith.
Faith. Oh, look at that. Wonderful name too. All right, well, DogTag's back onto the trail, so thank you, Faith, for letting me videotape, and on moving on. Happy St. Patrick's Day again. Well, DogTag out here on the AT. I'm up here on the where the intersection of the Bartram Trail is. Again, we once again crossed this trail several times, but beautiful day. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but when you look out and all the trees are just covered with ice or icicle or blowing snow. It's just like a white winter wonderland up here. And got a little bit more up. According to this, it says I have 8 more miles to go today. So that means I've done about 5.5 so far. Moving good because most of it's been uphill. So I think most of it on the way down, most on the way there is going to be downhill. So we'll see. I think I have a little bit more up. I'm going to go up and try and get the up done, and then I'm going to stop and grab me something to eat, grab some drink, and then we'll move on down the trail. All right, y'all be safe. Well, I'm up here on this beautiful bald. It's a cholla bald, and eating my lunch. And if you look out, you know, I told you I was walking through a winter wonderland this morning. If you look at the mountains, you know, you can definitely see the side of the mountain that had the sun exposure first this morning. And it's kind of funny because the wind is blowing here, and if you kind of look around, it's like the wind is blowing the snow off of the trees, so it makes it look like it's still snowing here. And but it's just a beautiful day. And one Optimist was here when I got here, and he was telling me he's got an app on his phone, and if you look way across there at the highest mountain over there, we were on a Hawaiian Bald a couple days ago. And that's one of those mountains is Hawaiian Bald, and the mountain the furthest away is Standing Indian, and that's the one that I fell on a week and a half ago. So it's hard to believe, you know, that you traverse all these mountains and you end up on another bald. And who knows, next week I'll be up in the Smokies and be looking back. But it is just so incredible that the sun is out and the snow is falling. The snow is falling off of the trees because it's warming up, and it's like it's snowing on me, and the sun is out. It's just incredible. So You know, as you can see, it's nice grassy bald here. Decided to take a quick break and eat lunch, and then I'll get back on the trail. Just a beautiful day, just a beautiful day. So, yep, I wanted to flip the camera around, and these are the trees behind me that the snow is blowing off of. And I don't know if you can get any of it or see any of it, but the snow, these little flakes of snow are falling off of us. And we've run into several thru hikers that were up here on the mountain last night, and they said that the weather didn't even forecast any snow up here. So, you know, our wonderful weatherman, you're not doing a very good job. You're not doing a very good job on the AT prediction here lately. But, you know, hey, it all is, and you know, when you're out here, you just enjoy whatever comes your way. So I got about 7.5 miles to go back to the Knock, and then we're gonna have dinner at the Knock, get a burger there with Dr. Quinn and Optimus, and then we'll go back to the hostel and then pack up our packs, and then tomorrow morning we'll go back to the same place we started today, but instead of heading south, we will head north. And when I finish today, I will be at mile marker 150. 150 miles I've walked. And today is day 30 of my trip. And I know miles don't seem very big for being out here for 30 days. But I've noticed I started to get my trail legs starting to be able to walk up hills a little bit longer and not be as winded. And the Smokies, they're going to be a challenge, but we will take them one step at a time. And I really have a hope that I can get through the Smokies before next Wednesday, because that's when somebody, my sister, my son, is supposed to pick me up to take me back for my infusion, for my first infusion. And some people have asked either on Facebook or whatever, hey, DogTag, have you lost any weight? I did step on the scale at the hostel here this week, and I am down 20 pounds. So, you know, I feel like it's a healthy 20-pound loss, you know, because I don't feel like I mean, I have plenty of energy. I'm eating. I'm not eating crazy. I'm not able to track my sugars because, of course, wonderful Postal Service lost my package that had my CGMs in it. So when I get home, I'll bring back my CGM with me, and you know, we'll see whether I decide to carry more than one with me. It's a lot of extra weight to carry. So. But I think my sugars are doing good. When I go do my infusion, they're going to do blood work. So I'll know then whether I need to track my sugar more out here. It's funny because when it was working, when I did have my CGM on, the only time I had to take insulin was when I went into town, because I ate the big meals. But while out here on the trail, when you're burning all the calories and you're working, 8 hours a day, my sugars seem to really stay in check. So, but even when the sugars would go up, they would almost immediately come right back down without the use of insulin. So, we'll see. Like I said, one day at a time, and it's all good. And so let me finish my lunch, get back on the trail so we can get into the Knock. And I'm going to do a little shave later today. My hair's starting to grow on top. She said that the hostel owner said that she had some clippers. So I'm going to trim my hair down, keep it short so it's easy to keep clean, keep groomed. And we'll see. So y'all be safe. Thanks for all the prayers. Thanks for everybody, the thoughts that everybody's doing it. My fundraiser's doing pretty good. We're just shy of $1,000 right now, which is not bad. So, but like I said earlier, we should get closer to 1,000 when my nephew, who didn't believe that I would do 30 days out here, sees the video and realizes that he owes me $25, and that $25 needs to go towards my my fundraising program. So you know, so hopefully you know, by the end of this month I'll be over $1,000, and by the end of the month we'll be 1/10 of the way to Katahdin, because we should be over 200 miles later this month. So all is good. Y'all be safe and take care. Share, like, subscribe, and make comments if you'd like to make comments. And until then, y'all be safe, and we'll see y'all later, alligators. Another great day on the AT, and as you can notice, the North Carolina rocks have returned, and I've been walking through them for the last couple miles. So just thought I'd give you a little section of it. And if you look behind me, can't really tell that they're rocks, but they're all green covered rocks, and they all move when a big fat guy stands on them. So it's all good. Still moving, and we're still putting miles on the trail. Well, dog tag here on the trail. Still March 17th. Came across this really kind of cool water feature, you know. Most people are stopping here to get water. I don't need water. I've still got another liter, so I've got plenty of water. And I'm going down. They're all going up. So that's why they were filling up with water. So, it's really nice just to stand here and listen to the water run. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to keep moving. Dog tag has to stop here. Pay respect to this young man. Wade A. Sutton gave his life in service of the Forestry Service, trying to fight a forest fire. Respects paid to this young man. He gave his life so that we can enjoy these beautiful forests. So keep him and his family in your prayers. Well, I guess they always say better late than never. Arrived here at the Knock for the second time, but this time was headed Sobo to longest day, just shy of 14 miles, and I'm feeling it. So going to get the hostel owner to pick me up and get back, take a shower, and hopefully I'll feel better. So we'll check out on St. Patty's Day. Hope you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the above, and be safe. We'll see you later, alligators. Okay, day 31, dog tag on the AT. I'm leaving the wonderful Rambling Roots hostel. Bookie was the owner. She's a thru hiker, did an awesome job. She caters to everybody, and it's just a fun place to be. And so if you get into this area, please check her out. And we're headed back to the AT. She's running us up to, and we got 2 days, and we'll be in Fontana on the outside of the Smokies. But I'll update you on my Smokies venture a little bit later. All right. Tapping out. Let's see, it's March 18th, day after St. Patty's Day, and day 31 on the AT. All right, dog tag, back on the trail. We're up here at Sequoia Gap. We went that way yesterday. Today, take care. And there's our shuttle leaving, and we're gonna go across this busy road and head up into those mountains. So we'll see you later when I put the next video together. Bye. So I'm headed up what they call Jacob's Ladder. So in honor of my son Jacob, this next hour is for you. And all the struggles that I have on this hill are just in your honor. So you be safe. Love you, and we'll talk soon. So this is the trail that comes up to Jacob's Ladder, but it goes up this saddle right here. And you really can't even see the bottom of the saddle. It's just so steep. And like I said, you're walking up through those leaves and can't see the trail most of the time. There is a few steps in there, but for the most part, you're just walking on dirt. And it just makes it really hard to get up these trails. And like I said, one step at a time, one big hill at a time, and that's what this one is. They say once you get to the top, it levels out a little bit. We'll see. You know, that's everybody else talking, and I have a DogTag language for the trail, and then there's other people's language for trail, and it seems like it's way two different totally things. So, but it's all good. Beautiful day, looking across the mountains over there. See the road way down there that we came up off of. It's just an interesting day, and taking it easy, but I'm trying to get 8 miles into Table Gap Shelter. That's where we're headed today. All right, signing off for right now. We'll check in later. Well, I made it to, I think, close. Probably not all the way to the top of Jacob's Ladder. But you know it's steep when you can look down the hill and not see the bottom of the hill. And I'll turn the camera around and show you. But the other thing about climbing Jacob's Ladder is all the leafage that's on the trail covered the trail. So you're walking up this steep grade through leaves and you can't even see the trail, you know, and there's not a ton of white blazes, so you're not even sometimes even sure if you're walking on the trail. So been fun. I'll spin this around real quick. You know, you can see kind of we were way down in that gap down there, but I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to try and film looking down, and you can see that you can't even see the bottom of the gap. So that's how steep it was. Well, DogTag here on the AT, and there's a sign here. I could go to a shelter called Brown Fork Gap Shelter, but I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm going to continue to move on and see if I can get to Cable Gap Shelter. It's 6.1 miles, and it's just after noon, so if I, depending on the ups and downs, should be able to get there by dinner. All right, we're moving on, so you all take care and be safe. Well, DogTag's on top of another hill, or mountain, or gap, or bald. They don't call this a bald because there's too much foliage, but mountain, we'll call it a mountain. But nice view up here, and it's always nice when you finish slogging a big uphill and you get up here and you get these beautiful views, and it's just really nice. So I'm going to keep moving and continue heading north to Maine. So yes, this is the trail. And it goes down this way, comes down, and goes down there. All good, one step at a time. Well, DogTag out here on the AT, taking an afternoon break, filling up on water at the local watering hole, and just taking a few minute break. I've got about 1.3 miles to go to the shelter, so I'm just gonna water up, or as they say, camel up, which means fill up on water, and then I'll take one bottle of water with me. And there's supposed to be water at the shelter, so I don't need to carry a bunch of water with me. Been a good day, beautiful day out here walking past several people. Or not, no, several people passed me. DogTag doesn't pass very many people. So if I pass them, it's because they're sitting down, taking a break, and then they ultimately pass me when they get back up and start walking. So good day, a little over 8 miles today when I get to the shelter. And then tomorrow I'll have maybe 6 miles or so into Fontana, maybe a little bit more. I'll have to look at the mileage. But looking forward to getting there. So all is good, and thanks for following, and like, subscribe, make comments. What else? Like, subscribe, comments. Yeah, okay. And follow me. So we'll talk to you all later. You all be safe, and I'll try and do something before I go down for the night. But if not, you all have a great day, and see you all later, alligators. Sun is going down. Day 31, March 18th. Here at the, let's see, I think they call it the Gap shelter. Just outside of Fontana. We're about 6 miles from Fontana, and we'll be headed there tomorrow. As you can see, the sun's going down, and I'm making my dinner, and just wanted to say everything's well, and we'll check in with you guys in the morning. So take care, be safe, and we'll see y'all later, alligators.